Hello there, Craig here, and this goes out to Daniel, who just asked about the chords for David Bowie's Panic in Detroit. I've decided I'll make this little video to sort of show you what I mean. I wrote out the chords, but I've only just worked this out, so it's not a complete tutorial. But here we go. Starting in D6, all you do is bar the second fret. And the next chord's a G. And then an A. So that's pretty simple. And what I've enjoyed doing is actually sliding into the D6. So playing this must be a C sharp 6 or a D flat 6, but it's the first fret. That's quite nice. And then I started getting carried away. You can actually slide all the notes. You can slide the G a bit. Just slide it up, or if you want to fret it properly, like with this finger on the on the fourth fret, on the fourth string. That's a proper barred G. You can go to a G sharp before the A. And you could even play the A up here. And if you want to get carried away, it just slides everywhere. So it's a very circular pattern. So the chords climb, and then you're jumping down the octave, but they're really just going around in a circle. So that's how I'm playing the introduction. Kind of simple, but you can complicate it. Then the melody, the verse has a melody. So the chords I'm playing is a D. So instead of you've just been playing a D6. So this D is barring the whole second fret and adding the fifth fret. But straight away I'm playing a descending melody. So the melody I'm playing with these other fingers. It's a little scale just going down, so and with my strumming hand, you notice I'm pulling back from the strings that I want. So the first two are all four strings, first three actually. So I'm hitting the top string. Then I'm going to this second string. I'm going to ignore the top string. And then even one more, just playing these bottom two strings. And then three strings again. So that's the fingering. But when you're playing it fast, you can hear how you get the riff in that melody. And then straight to an E. Because I'm already in a D-shaped bar chord, I'm just sliding up 2 frets to get my E on the fourth fret here, and I change it to an E7th just at the very last beats, which means swapping from this I can't even count them now, 5, 6, from this 7th fret to the 5th fret. So that's all through that's the riff that then plays through the verse. So I hope that makes sense. And then there's a little bridge there, which is just G and A in standard fingering. And then the chorus, Panic in Detroit, is a D again, and then I go to C, except I'm going to play this riff here where I'm starting on the 7th fret, playing the 5th fret, and then the 3rd fret. So it's D. When I play the C, instead of playing your 3rd fret, I'm going to play a melody on the top strings. Oops. I got that, I made a mistake then, went 1 fret too far. But if you slow it right down, you can see where the D is. I can slide up here with my little finger, 7th fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, and then my fingers are ready to place straight away for the D chord again. And then, hang on, I've just lost my notes that I had there. So after that little riff, the very last one of the riff, the C, the guitar melody actually goes from the 7th fret to the 10th fret and then plays, you can play the A right up here, which is barring the 9th fret and fingering the 12th fret for that top melody. Panic in Detroit. But if you don't want to go, if it sounds too hard or it's too hard to finger this chord up here, it's pretty tight and it doesn't sound quite as gutsy as it would down there. So there's no reason why you can't go straight from this. Just jump straight back to your normal A. It gives you a bit more power to it. So there you go. That's the then it's back to the Panic in Detroit. You're back to that riff again, and then the verse continues. Just bear with me. I'm just scrolling past the notes that I wrote before because I haven't learnt this really. I've just worked it out. Okay. So then there's that bit where he sings, "Putting on some clothes, I made my way to school." So that's, I'm just playing, putting on some clothes, that's a D, C, E minor, C, G. So all of these are standard fingerings, I'm not doing anything special with them. Putting on some clothes, I made my way to school. Found my teacher crouching in his overalls. And then it's D, C, E minor, C, D the next time. Screamed and ran and smashed my favourite slot machine. And jumped the cars, silent cars that stand in traffic lights. I can't quite remember the words, but that's the pattern. It's pretty standard as I've written it. And then there's a weird little instrumental bit. It's only 3 chords, so the timing's a bit strange, but really I'm pretty sure it's just G7th and D7th. And it's straight into the D6 chord again for the same riff at the start. So there you go. That was a really quick crash course in what I meant by the notations I wrote. But particularly this bit, the D, going to that E. When you do that little melody bit, that's what really makes it sound, really sounds like the original song. Sweet. Hope that's useful for you. Take care. Cheers.